What's going on, guys? Alex7 here. Welcome to the Crew Motorfest. As it is time for the BMW playlist. I mean, we even actually have our very beautiful hoodie on here as well for the playlist. Same style hat. I mean, bro, this is just my type of style. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let's go over to BMW playlist and take a look at what we have, because there is a very special car reward that you can get after finishing it. So let's take a look. And by the way, here's the vehicle you need to actually do the playlist. Looking quite nice. I know it's like dark outside, but hey, at least you guys can somewhat see it. And just for the interior view, we got to take a look at that. Not bad at all. And a nice little quick exterior now that we have some lights on. Let's head over to the playlist. You know, I will say it again and again. When Motorfest first launched, to be honest with you, the playlist, they didn't serve a load of purpose. I don't think they really proved car culture well with some of the choices. But as of recent, and especially in Motorfest year, bro, the playlists have been pretty damn good. I mean, the tuning one earlier, late last year, was pretty damn good. And mind you, next season, NASCAR as well, so it's going to be a pretty interesting year ahead. I'm gonna try and catch up here, bro. Like, you actually learn about car culture, which is crazy. I think it's definitely better to how Forza Horizon does it. But this is what I mean when I said that I like how Motorfest is doing their DNA, because you can say the DNA is actually a lot different from when it was first launched. This whole focus on actual car culture, promoting car culture through dedicated playlists and seasons. In my opinion, I love this direction more than what Motorfest had going for its launch. I mean, my real question is if this Anna is a real person or not, but I don't really know. Maybe it's the character from the game. And there we go. We switched to a bike now. Yeah, bro, I'll give them credit. This is definitely a proper playlist centered around what BMW history is. It's a shame there's no helmet cam. Like a view from inside the helmet. Through the corner. Yeah, a little bit. Honestly, I thought I was gonna make that whole corner. Oh, I would have been pretty impressed with myself. Hold on, let me do this properly. And off we go. My BMW sweater is looking quite nice on this. Come on. We're well ahead of the crowd, actually. I'm not trying to catch up just because of that mess. My guy is hitting a turn while wheeling. I can't wheelie anymore though. Car switch again? What are we getting? Okay. Oh shit, bro. And on to the finish line, guys, as we complete this event. Just like so. Bam. So that's first event. Not bad. Honestly, it's quite interesting. I do like the concept, but let's move on to the next race. Which, by the way, actually I'm pretty happy that there are planes in Motorfest, because it cuts down my travel time quite a lot in this game. And granted, it's not the fastest plane that they have, so I should probably buy a faster one at some point, but still nonetheless quite nice. I do wish we could look up and down, but bro, maybe I just don't have it binded, but I swear you can. Because otherwise it kind of sucks. I can only look left and right, but I'll have to check my controls and maybe see if I binded this correctly. All right, let's take a look at this race. Oh, we're in an E30 as well. Let's start this up.
If you talk about the sport evolution, it's a very special car. It was much more lighter than the normal BMW M3. It has more horsepower, and it was only available in 2 colors. So these are all aspects which make the car very special.
I gotta tell you what, bro, if you're a BMW fan, this playlist is literally for you. I cannot describe it any other way. All right, let's get this started in the... Bro, honestly, my outfit's super crazy. Oh, it's a 1v1. Oh, they took a crazy line away. What? Okay, not to worry. Honestly, you know what this is kind of like? This is kind of like listening to a podcast about BMW while driving a BMW. It feels kind of surreal. You guys know what I mean? Like that's what these places are kind of like, bro. It's like you're just listening to a podcast, cruising, racing, driving, more than anything. It just works. I'm gonna be able to retain all the information I'm being told right now, but it's okay.
The funny story is that BMW had to build 5,000 street legal cars and sell them to the public just so they could compete. And they did it. But they were skeptical at first because they thought it would never sell. Of course,
What?
they were wrong.
BMW not thinking they did not think that this would sell like hotcakes. That's crazy to me. And on to the finish line. Another race easily done just like that. So it's time to head over to the next one as well. So the next car you have to do is for the Z vehicle class. I think this is for, unfortunately, it's the older generation, which I'll be honest, bro. The newer Z vehicles actually look pretty damn amazing. The older ones, I'm on the fence about those, bro. Ah, okay, new versus old right now. Anyways, I don't know, but there's something about the older ones. Like they look good, but the new ones look better, you know? Like it's like that meme of Jeremy Clarkson saying, I like this, but this is better. You know what I'm saying? Okay, bam, did that one for the Z4. Let's move on to the next playlist after this as well. So the next one is going to be a BMW bike, which isn't that bad. All right, so we're racing someone here, bro. This BMW sweater, I couldn't have chosen a better time. All right, what we got? Okay. Honestly, it does have some nice views of the map. It does. Wait, does everyone have the same sweater as me, bro? Oh, come on, get the fuck out. Make my character look like a lame, bro.
Hold on tight. The descent ahead is more dangerous than it looks.
All right, what's car got planned here? Here we go. Cinematic jump. Of course, I should have been able to do a flip. No, too late. I'm stupid. I'm gonna try this again for the flip. And we did it. There we go. Last time I chose a little bit late to decide to do that. Something I actually just noticed while playing this game is your character doesn't get like dirt on them when you drive off-road. That's one thing that I wouldn't mind if it happened in Motorfest. Like your helmet needs to get messy, my pants, shoes, sweater. There's a little extra Motorfest, you know. But on to the finish line just over here for another race done in the BMW playlist. One step closer to getting that exclusive new car. Okay, so this one we actually get the M4 CSL, which I think is actually a vehicle you could have gotten from the summit just a couple weeks ago. If you missed it, it'll probably be available in not the next season Motorfest, but the season after. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and win another race here in the BMW playlist. Man, those taillights are so beautiful. Very nice. Not only because of the DuckTales spoiler, but also the lights, the diffuser. I still think the massive grille at the front was overreaction. I mean, think about how much controversy there was at the launch of this new G80 and G82 series BMWs. The big grille, same thing for the M2. There was a massive controversy, but think back to how it is now. Not that many people are complaining about them, and in fact, there's actually a lot more lovers than there are haters. And this is something that, you know, I think I said there's going to be people who dislike this car, but bro, give it like 5 years max and everyone's gonna be like, yo, this car model, we love the front grille. It is what it is. And on to the finish line though. Bam, easy, wrap it up. I think we have one more event left to do before we get the vehicle, so let's do that and we're good to go. So we have to outrun the clock for this event, which I would assume is fairly easy to do, but we'll try this out. You know, funny enough, talking about the BMW i8, honestly, I think this is for sure a very good looking car. The biggest issue with it though, it's incredibly fucking slow. I don't know why they thought to make a car look like this and then make it like well, I think it's an inline 3 hybrid, if I remember correctly. Something like that, but I just remember it's a very slow car. It's inline 4. Because honestly, if I had the money for BMW i8, and when I say if I had the money, I don't even mean if I had the price of this car. Because if I had the price of this car, I would not buy an i8 regardless. But if I had money where I was like, okay, you know what, bro, why not? I mean, what would have been crazy is if they made an i8M. Sports exhaust, better engine, maybe engine ported from an M4 or an M3. I think this car would have done a lot more numbers if they had done that. But you guys let me know what you think about that. And on to the finish line for this event, guys. And I think that's it. There might be one more. I've honestly lost count, but we'll find out, I guess. And of course, we use the M2. Is this the competition? I don't think so. Oh no, we have the M5 CS this time. Okay. All right, here we go in the M5 CS for the last event.
But you have no trouble dodging it, right?
Dodging traffic? Bro, what traffic is she seeing on the road? I saw one car in this whole race. Two. So you switch to after the M3 CS, which I'm gonna hit the wall here. I mean, let's be honest, let's say if I didn't hit the wall there, I would have hit another car anyways.
Now we have an M3
Like the other guy behind me, I think. And of course, lo and behold, you do switch to the M2 CS, which I was hoping you do.
icing on the
Now, this car isn't out yet, but it does come out later in this month.
2025.
Look at it though.
And you
What a beauty. But I mean, to be fair, the CS line for BMWs do look quite nice anyways. And while we're on that topic, I should also mention the G82 M2 is still the best looking BMW M2. However, I know that is a crazy hot take. I don't know, bro. Everyone was talking about the boxiness doesn't work. Let's not forget, the E30 was quite a boxy car. And to the finish line for the win and the vehicle.
BMW
Bam. Now, part of me says there isn't going to be any customization with it because it's like a track car. And normally with cars like these, you don't get any customization anyways. I mean, that's normally how licensing stuff works, but it could also work in its favor too. So we'll have to wait and see. But here is the vehicle. Not bad at all. Here's the sound. Oh, wait. Okay, that was just a ghost. I was gonna say. So customization options, of course, you have two colors, black or white. However, you can still do the regular color customization as well. For visual parts, of course, you have rims and caliper color. And that's it. You can do your vanity stuff as well if you wanted to, but apart from that, it's that's it. So if you like this car and you want it, buy for sure, do the playlist. But my quick review of the playlist, to be honest with you, is it was really good. I did learn a lot of things. I'm not sure if I retained much information, which, to be honest, I did retain some. There were some really cool facts about BMW. But one thing that I do think is kind of missing is, I feel like it is missing something. Now, I know it's not a feature playlist. When I say by feature, I mean it's not this season feature playlist like the street customization one was. But I think it would have been nice to do a little bit more with BMW and its history of ourselves rather than just racing. Because in the customization one, you were able to customize the car as you progress through the playlist. Yeah, it's just event after event, just races. And I think it would have been cool to kind of collaborate a little bit more in the BMW aspect to show a little bit more of the BMW brand, maybe through the actual dealer customizations. I'll be able to change the rims on the BMW CS, checking out the paint options, stuff like that. It's not the best playlist, but it's still pretty good, and I would recommend you guys to finish it, especially if you want this car anyways, because it is still a pretty cool BMW car to have. But if you guys did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe for more Motorfest content. I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget, season 9 starts in March and it brings the NASCAR update, which honestly I think might actually be the best season that Motorfest has this year. But I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.